Hold on, I gotta. Yo, Chad Hoey. What's going on, man? There's Mr. Frank. There's Mr. Frank and Chad Hoey all on the same day. For a long time, we thought Chad Hoey and Mr. Frank were the same person. Now we know it is the same person, but they have two different Twitch accounts. But, ooh, excuse me. Ooh. Lunch repeating on me like a howitzer. That one registered on the Andy Richter scale. What is Andy Richter doing these days, I wonder? That's one of those, serious questions. Hey, wish I'd gone to your house to write again today, though I got some words in here. I wish you were here too. Hey, wish I'd gone to your house to write again. What you writing on? I am writing down and dirty 3. I am about halfway done with it now. The goal is to have it out in December. That's the goal anyway. Amanda came over yesterday, got some words in. I got words in yesterday, but it was like on like 15 different projects. I was all over the place, scatterbrained. And so none of them really, I think I counted like 500 words yesterday on one project. But it's all right, because when I jump into like this, I wrote a couple hundred words in it yesterday. So just kind of add to it. It was the first day back. Yeah, I did 1,100 word, almost 1,200 words on Monday, because I was very excited. But then I hit a wall on this book, and yesterday I wrote a little bit on it while Amanda was here. But then I was like, I don't know what is next. I'm forcing my way to just finish this chapter, so I can move on with other ideas. I also wish I'd gone to your house to write today. I also wish you had come here, Frank. And Nick Zinn. I wish Nick Zinn had also come here. I wish everybody was just here writing with me. Well, Amanda, you know, unless I'm obviously not here, actually, even if I'm not here, you can still come over. You got a key. Yeah, MondoCon all the time. That would be nice. So maybe I can get some freaking lot of stuff done. I wish I had the what do you call it? The shoot spot, the willpower that Jay Wilburn possessed, where I could go, you know what? I'm gonna sit here for 5 hours today, and I'm gonna write stuff, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that, and I can't do it. The Mondo Condo, exactly. I would love to just sit here I would love to sit here for 2 hours and just write my ass off, chat with you guys. Everyone does write differently. Even with Amanda here, I'm just like, I got to take a couple of breaks. I can't sit here for like an hour. I wish I could. I wish I could write for an hour and then walk away for like 20 minutes and then come back in. But a lot of times then I'm like, I'm going to do something else. Plus, it is a very, very crappy day today. There was a very, very heavy thunderstorms that came through this morning. And then there was like a break with only like about 10-15 where there was only like light rain. So I ran to the library. I had like 5 books to return, and I picked up a couple of books. And then I got home just as it started raining really bad again. The thunder was so loud this morning. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Ridiculous thunder. Like the Loudness album, Thunder in the East. Oh, it's a Dawkins song, Lightning Strikes Again. But I ended up going to the library, not getting soaking wet, and that's it. Then for lunch, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make myself some lunch, and I made shrimp, mushrooms, olives, onions, and cheese quesadillas. And they were delicious, but now I keep burping them up. I don't know what part of it I'm burping up. Probably all the parts. Again, hopefully my wife doesn't work too late tonight, because then tomorrow she has to get up and go and take her sister to the airport, and then she's staying at her mom's until like Sunday night. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I will not see my wife. And last night she was busy running around doing family stuff, so I didn't see her till almost 10 o'clock last night, which sucked. So, even though we spent the weekend together in Nashville, most of it was me spending it with other people. So, is what it is. I did a lot of notes this morning, post-it notes for myself, things I need to do, things I need to get better at, a list of things that aren't important anymore that I need to just stop doing. That was a pretty sizable list. Mostly has to do with horror-related things. Read us the notes. No, you're not getting these notes. Most of them are pretty basic. Edit uh, down and dirty 2. Format down and dirty 2. Upload down and dirty 2. Edit permafrost. Format permafrost. Upload permafrost. Stuff along those lines. Read us the notes as if they were classified documents. Nick Zinn says he sees a pattern. And I'll read it, but it's classified, so I got to do this. If you want to see what I said, you're going to have to watch the next episode of Ancient Aliens. Just say redacted. Edit, redacted. Format, redacted. Upload, redacted. I did find 4. I also started going through. I found 4 crime thriller magazines or websites that are looking for currently open for short stories. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to write a short story today. I was like, nah, let me just finish this damn chapter. But maybe later or definitely tomorrow, the goal is to write a short story. Or at least start a short story. Again, I'm no Jay Wilburn. Tomorrow I only have therapy at 3 o'clock, so I'm good. And again, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, my wife will not be here. So I will likely be on Twitch every day for the next few days because I got to keep writing. Because even though I'm caught up on the year and I got till the end of this month, I got like 35,000 words I need to write in this month, which is very, very doable. Whoa, Mr. Frank. I know the 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd, I will not be here because of Nink. So I got to make sure I get some words in. I already paid for next year for BoucherCon in New Orleans, and this morning we got our hotel room. So I am set to go. Brat party, more like a brat party. See what I did there? Sauce, forget it. I've been invited to Ghoulish Book Festival. You have fun. You have fun going to Texas. You have fun going to Texas and hanging out with 40 people. I've already decided that you've never been to Texas? You're not missing much. Make sure you wear cowboy boots and a cowboy hat, though. Blend in with the locals. Yeah, I've decided that this next AuthorCon in St. Louis and then AuthorCon in Virginia will be my last 2. I think I mentioned that Monday, but I'm reiterating it. It's on a note. I'm also a bunch of the organizations that I'm part of. I kind of went through the list this morning and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stick to all of the thriller ones. I'm going to stay in Dallas Sisters in Crime. I'm going to stay in Nink just because I want to go to the conventions. I'm going to stay in Mystery Writers of America. I'm going to stay in International Thriller Writers. I'm going to stay in all of those, but the rest of them I'm not doing. I haven't worn cowboy boots since '88. I had me and my buddy George, who you've met. We went when we were in high school. This is like 1986, 1987. We were like in 10th or 11th grade. We went to the mall, Monmouth Mall. That was the mall that people used to go to. And we saw these what we refer to as John Bon Jovi boots. There were these fake snake skin short boots, and with a spur on the back. and we each bought a pair. And we looked ridiculous. I also had tight black jeans, a black button-down shirt, dress shirt, and a little bolo tie, and a black cowboy hat with those John Bon Jovi boots. And I went to several shows at Club Benet, especially. I went and saw. I think I saw Mr. Big back then, and I know like a bunch of American Angel and Xenon and Push shows. And I would wear that outfit. But the cowboy hat, I wouldn't wear the cowboy hat because it had the string. I would have it hanging. It was on my back. Wish I had a picture of that. God, that was just awful. And I don't know where. I don't know even where. Why. I guess because all the bands we were listening to were writing songs about cowboys. Ride, cowboy, ride. And then eventually, from putting them on and off so much, the lining ripped out of them. I used to tuck my boots down and my jeans down the boots. Well, that's what I would do. I would do that too because I wanted everybody to see my John Bon Jovi boots. And then once we broke the linings on them, then they would just slip down, and it would almost look like we were wearing just regular shoes. Eventually, had to get rid of those. I never wore those with my battle jacket, though. I did not mix and match. It was a very specific look. And I remember it would be like Friday night, Saturday night, and I would wear that outfit, and I would immediately go home, and I would immediately take it off, and the next day I would wash it. And then the next weekend I would wear it again for like months. I thought I looked like Tom Kiefer. I looked like a nincompoop. I don't know what I thought I looked like. I remember I had my mullet, rocking that mullet, and very, very bad facial hair. I was trying to grow the goatee and the mustache, and neither of them were working. I also don't think I had. I think I was wearing glasses then too. That was before I got contacts and shaved my head. I was all like Tora Tora. Looks exactly like me. Yeah, pretty much, dude. You know, like I'm waiting. You're walking around. You're waiting for somebody in the club and they go, dude, are you the guy from Junkyard? No, he looks like me, but that's not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not the guitar player from Baton Rouge. No, that's not me. No, I'm not the dude from. I'm not the drummer from Pretty Boy Floyd without my hair all done up and my makeup on. That's not me. I'm just a cool looking dude. But not really. Coffee noises. So Wynn had sent me a message, and he was like, "Oh, on the 21st, we're gonna go to the coffee shop," and I was like, "Well, I will be in Tampa at Nink." And besides that, even if I was around, and I did reply all to everyone on the group, it's like 50 people. Of course, like 2 or 3 show up, but it's like 50 people on the list. And I said, but if we go to that coffee place, I'm not, even if I wasn't going out of town, I would not go. I will not go there anymore. You need to find a new place. And Wynn was like, yeah, I think we need to. Because they didn't make my coffee. All she had to do was turn around, pick up a cup, and put it on the thing. Coffee filled. Here's your coffee, sir, which you paid for 20 minutes ago. Yeah, the good one. No, what a nightmare. So, more coffee noises. Whoa, 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 overflowing. That was the other thing I said to her 20 minutes ago, so she forgot. Leave some room for some cream and sugar. She filled the damn thing to the top. And then she tried to... Why does it make me laugh so hard? Because you're there. In your mind, you're there at the coffee place with me. Watching her eventually make my coffee. And then later on, like 45 minutes later, she was like cleaning tables, and she's like, I'm really sorry about that. Do you want a refill? And I was like, no, I'm good. No, just leave me alone. I make coffee for a living, and I thought I was at work for a moment. I know, right? Wasn't that realistic? That was a realistic sign. I appreciate that. That right there, that is a professional telling me I was doing a good job. Can I request an espresso sound? I don't know if there is a... I don't even know what the sound for espresso is. What's an espresso sound? Is it that... Is that espresso? I don't even know. I don't think I've ever ordered espresso in my freaking life. And if I did, I wouldn't even remember. That's the steam. Whew. All right. I need something to drink. I'm drinking pink lemonade. I'm not drinking coffee. I went to the library and back. For the first time probably in my life, I did not stop at the Dunkin'. Comes from the same machine, so same noise, actually. See? Again, a professional. They know what's going on. I bet if you make a TikTok of that, it'd go viral. You're probably right. Oh, Nick's in paying attention. Next page, Nick's in. Next page. Seems I got to do a few lines on this page, and then this chapter is done. What spindle does the creamer make when you pour it in? What sound does the creamer make when you pour it in? How did you miss that? I don't know. I don't think it really makes it, just goes like... That's about it. When you put sugar in coffee, you know that sound that makes... Caw-caw! Caw-caw! I don't know why my sugar does that. That's what it sounds like. It's the weirdest thing. Don't say I got to do a few more lines on this page. People get the wrong idea. That is true. That is true. For now, I'm just gonna say I got to do more cocaine, and then I think people will be like, "Oh, okay. Oh, I know what he's talking about. He's not. That's not. He's not talking about writing. I get it. I'm not doing cocaine." Now, this has nothing to do with coffee, but did you see the latest NaNoWriMo controversy about them eating live babies? No, that was the other controversy. Yeah, I posted. If you were, or Nick, are we even friends on Facebook? Every now and then I get a thing that says you should add Nick's in, and I'm like, I think we are friends. Like, is that a fake account or something? Anyway, I posted that I am no longer I am no longer doing NaNoWriMo. I didn't do it last year, but that was only because I just didn't have anything. But I did. I have been reading all of the stuff. I was annoyed last year with the grooming thing, that they really didn't do as much as they could, and they really didn't address it. They just kind of made some excuses. But this time, the excuses is like a new it's like a new level of excuses BS. Oh, Frank, you're not doing NaNoWriMo? That's a shame. I've been doing NaNoWriMo since 2009. I think I've missed it twice. Last year was one of them. And I enjoyed doing it for when we were doing the Mondo Method podcast because Chuck hated it, and that it always made it better that to see how many days in before Chuck threw in the towel, which was never much. But yeah, I just for them to be, oh, if you don't use ableist and all this other, come on. All NaNoWriMo became from the last few years for me was money. It started out as, hey, we're going to help the community, we're having fun, blah blah blah. Hey, buy a T-shirt. Then it's buy a T-shirt, buy a mug, buy this, buy that, buy 400 things, spend money. Oh, you haven't hit your mark yet? Well, go ahead and buy a winter T-shirt. You know you're going to do it. And then with all their advertisers and everything else, and it just got to the point where the website was awful. I remember there was a couple of years that website didn't even load properly. I'm like, you've had all year to fix this. You had a problem with this last year. You had all year to fix this, and you did not hire somebody to fix this. And also, they had a couple of things that I liked about it, where you could line up and see all of your friends and what their with their word count it was in order. And then they stopped doing that, so you had to look at each individual person, which is a big pain in the ass. I just was not a fan of it. I wasn't going to do it anyway this year. I was just going to let it ride. But then after this latest kerfuffle, I was like, you know what? I don't care if it's got all my information from 2009. So I deleted it. So I am no longer on the site. And obviously, I will not go back. They tried to step back from it. They actually had. I read the. It's not an apology. It's a here's what we meant thing, which was posted like right after, which meant they knew they were going to get some crap for it. It is odd they would support AI because they don't care about. They really don't at this point. They don't care about you as a writer. They care about making as much money as possible for a nonprofit. That doesn't bode well for where is that money going. So the whole thing is sus. And I know a lot of authors have gotten off there. I mean, it's great for new authors, and I'm sure they're still going to have a ton of people on there who don't know, and I'm sure there's going to be a ton of authors this year that are like, hey, you know what? I am going to use AI. I'm going to write my 50,000 words today in the first day, and I'm sure you're going to have tons of people who are writing an awful, and like a couple of people are like, well, I use AI just to do a rough draft, and then I just rewrite it, and I'm like, no, that's no, just no. Then again, no. So yeah, so I just basically said um, I canceled my account on that. No big deal. I wasn't going to do it again this year anyway. because I don't write like that. I don't write anymore. I don't want to write like that where I got to write 50,000 words this month, that kind of crap. So, is what it is. I don't know. I don't know who that is anymore. What does she care? She's not fucking writing. She's never written a book in her life. I don't think it's odd considering the genre groups like romance that have embraced AI writing. Well, that's the Romance Writers of America, which is a shit show. That's also you can. It's like all the groups that are saying AI is all right. They all have a lot of problems to begin with. Did you read that nonfiction book about RW? I did not finish it. I had started it when I got it. I was when you were here yesterday. At one point, I was like, "Oh, I should give you that book and loan it to you because there's no way I'm going to be able to read it soon anyway." And I was going to let you read it, but then I forgot to give it to you. Oh, what is this book? Nick Zinn wants to know. It's called something and then something something. Nice. It's a book, and I don't remember the title of it. But it's not just about it's about the romance genre, and there's a big portion of it about the RWA's implosion and all of the bullshit that they put people through, kind of thing. But I don't remember the name of it. I mean, it's in the other room. I'm not getting it. If we were friends on Facebook, you could send me a Facebook message, and I would look it up later. I want to read a book about the RZA, the GZA, and ODB. I believe at this point every member of Wu-Tang has a a book out, a autobiography. I'm sure they all wrote their own like Geezer Butler did. I want to read one about the band Loudness. I think that would be a great autobiography. From guitarist Akira Takasaki. That's right, that's his name. Akira Takasaki. Mm. So let's get some. Anybody else got anything? Throw something else out there. We could talk more about NaNoWriMo. We could talk more about the Japanese band Loudness. Talk about whatever you want. I got to write, and I just don't want to write. The new romance drama is about using a real serial killer to advertise. I tried and failed to Google that book. Do you want me, Nick? Do you want me to get up and go into the bedroom and get it? And then we could do like a book club. Or just text me the title after. If you're hot for Wade Wilson, then the readers are up in arms about it. The hell is Wade Wilson? Not on Facebook. Yeah, we can't figure. I'm gonna go get it, Nick. Now you're annoying the shit out of me. Be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I hope you guys were talking amongst yourselves. When the aliens come down and demand I play them the most 80s metal sounding song possible or we'll blow up your planet with our death ray, I play them rock and roll, crazy night, save the earth. I'll be a hero tonight. Wade Wilson like Deadpool. Way to go, Nick. Now look what you made him do. Because it's this book here, Nick. You ready? Big reveal time. Love in the Time of Self-Publishing by Christine Larson. How romance writers change the rules of writing and success. So there you go. It's this book here. There's a lot of interviews with NINC members in it, by the way. That's how I knew about it. Same name, but he was just convicted in Florida for murdering women. Mr. Frank. I don't know what you're even talking about there, Amanda. You know, I keep up with the stuff, whatever you tell me, and ignore all the rest. Apparently he's gathering some cult-like fans, and a dark romance author tried to tap into that by saying her character is inspired by him. Nick says, I would play Love Is On The Way by Saigon Kick to save us all. Another good song. Here is the greatest 80s song of all, 80s hair metal song of all time. You ready, people? Write this shit down. Turn Up the Radio by Autograph. Hands down, it's got to be the best song of the 80s. Even the dark romance communities keep up. That's why nobody put you in charge of that. Yeah. Let's just grab a pen. Yep. Grab a pen. I wouldn't even write that in pencil. I would write that shit down in pen. Preferably on your forehead. Backwards so you can see it in the mirror. Good stuff. Autograph, almost, what are you talking about? Autograph was one of the greatest bands ever. I still listen to Autograph. Except they keep taking them off of Spotify. You want to hear Autograph? You're going to make fun of Autograph. Listen, Blondes in Black Cars. A phenomenal song. Balls to the Wall by Accept. Listen, here's the problem with Balls to the Wall. Udo's got that thick German accent. The aliens be like, I don't even know what the guy's even saying. And then they're going to say, you know what? Blow up the world, start with Germany. Blow them all up. Autograph is what happens when Kansas has too much to drink. You know what? I stick by them. I wish Chad Lutsky was on to say something corny and dumb and not know what he's talking about. Because Autograph might be a top 20, maybe a top 15 80s band for me. I mean, dude, the lead singer Steve Plinkett went on to do what was that show? Seventh Heaven. Remember that? He wrote and sang the what do you call it on that? The the song, the opening credit song on that. He wrote a bunch of really good stuff. That's why he's like, yeah, I'm not doing autograph anymore. We never made any money on this. They're no win. Well, who is though? Come on, you can't start at the top. If you said, oh, they're no salty dog, I would be like, calm down. Seventh Heaven, the most metal of the WB shows. Exactly. So you know what it's talking about. Yeah, he went on to do that and a bunch of other stuff and a lot of commercials and different things. And actually started making money. So they replaced him with another singer. And then I think they split again recently, and now they argued over the name again. I don't know. Not Steve though. Steve just he's putting out a solo album. I think this month. First solo album in like 20 years. Hopefully all the songs are like the Seventh Heaven theme. He's like the 2024's version of Kenny Loggins. Steve the Breeze. Speaking of Steve the Breeze, from my Dying Days books, based on a real person, Steve Brack. He is in the. He has a small role in Bad Monkeys. Bad Monkey. The Carl Hiaasen thing, I believe. That's on Apple TV. Apple Plus, whatever. I don't get it, but he's on there. Did they have 7 minutes in heaven on Seventh Heaven? I think it was the heavens are numbered, 1 to 12, and this was specifically the seventh one of those. I have no idea. I never saw the show, and I never saw it. I never will. Michael Landon sang for it. I think that was the big. They switched it up that way. Yeah. Next, you're going to tell me Matlock is the guitar player for SOD. Yeah. This bothered me. Here's a thing saying that bothered me. That didn't bother me, but on a panel there was a at BoucherCon, there was a bald guy, and somebody was talking about. Someone was like, "Oh, his movie star good looks," something like that. And somebody said, "Oh yeah, he's like Yul Brynner because he had a shaved head." He said, "Oh yeah, he's like Yul Brynner." And the guy they were talking to about, he said, he laughed and he said, "Oh, I just got to get my lollipop." And that bothered me because I wanted to raise my hand and go, "That's Telly Savalas, you fucking idiot. That's not Yul Brynner." I mean, they're both bald guys. That's the only thing they have in common there. There's no lollipop. What do you? Just bothered me. Next, you tell me Walton Goggins is the bass player for. I wouldn't put that one. He might play porno for Pyros. Next, you tell me what a bald guy on a panel busker. Say, you knew eventually you'd get it right. If you're like Yul Brynner, then you're automatically like Telly Savalas and Mr. Clean. According to that guy, I guess so. And I saw him a couple of other times at the convention passing by and stuff, and I really wanted to stop him and go, "By the way, you misspoke." But I was like, I'm not gonna do that. This dude actually has a Big Five contract. I'm not gonna piss this guy off. I just thought it was kind of, I don't know. I thought it was racist. No, it wasn't racist. And the dude from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Right. AI would have said it was Mr. Clean who likes lollipops. That is probably true. That is probably true. Oh, Mr. Clean. I'm tired. I'm gonna go read. Not loving the time of sub-publishing though. I'm only 20 pages into this thing. But I have written some words, so I'm happy about that. Probably about 500 words. So I think I'm going to wrap this up. I will be on tomorrow. I would imagine, unless my wife is not going to her sister's because her mother's, because her sister, some bullshit comes up and she cancels. Other than that, we're good. Thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Thank you. Make sure you resubscribe. I'm missing about 5 subscribers again, so make sure you resubscribe. And also follow me on YouTube, because I want you to, and I would like you to do that. All right, everybody. Like, follow, subscribe. Exactly.